In the payroll module, we've made improvements to the paid time off functionality. Providing paid time off is a critical part of the employee and employer relationship. Requirements can include complying with legal obligations, being competitive to gain and retain talent. Additionally, studies show that taking breaks and time off is essential to the employee's productivity and for their well-being. When designing your paid time off plans, you have many options to consider what will work best for your organization. You may be able to have one plan to cover all your employees' paid time off needs, or depending upon your locations and your industry, you may need to set up many types of plans. Once you've outlined your requisites for paid time off, you can set them up accordingly in Acumatica. So I'm going to show you what this looks like in Acumatica. There is no limit to the number of PTO banks, so bank IDs can now be up to 15 characters long to have a more meaningful ID. Banding rules can be added for a tiered PTO based on the years of service. These rules can be unique per employee class. Accrual methods can now have front loading with a combination of total hours per year or percentage. Transfer date can be for a specific date, such as January 1 for the calendar year, or based on the beginning of the fiscal year or another date that works for you. It can also be based on the employee's anniversary date. Now employees can be assigned a probationary period before they are allowed to accrue or be able to take paid time off. The time period for the probationary period is in months, and it can be unique per employee class. The employee's probationary period can be overridden at the employee level setup. Adjusting an employee's PTO balance just got much easier. You can adjust a single balance or import a file to adjust multiple employees' balances at one time. I just want to call out there is a one-time setup of the PTO adjustment reference number, and you will have to add that to the payroll reference screen as well. A new report has been added to quickly view the employees' PTO balances. And now what I'd like to do is show you this in action in the database itself. Add a new PTO bank. We're going to apply banding rules. We have several options here, but I am going to choose total hours per year. I can do this by anniversary date or a specific date. I can choose any date I want. I'm going to leave it as January 1. Carryover can be none, total, or partial. I want to do partial. And then on settlement, when the employee is terminated, what do I want to do? I want to pay the balance. For employee class, I'm going to add a row. If I leave this blank, it applies to all classes. So to give this an effective date. Oh, but I'm going to allow negative hours too, and they can carry open 40. And this will apply to any employee that is not have at least 1 year of service or wherever my first band starts. And we will save. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you hire an employee. So this employee's information has been added. I am going to go in and give him a start date. The probationary period is automatically applied. I have the chance to adjust it if I want to, but I'm going to leave it as it is, and I will save. Okay, so now I want to go to employees' payroll balances, and I want to run the report for the year. January till April, let's say the 15th. And I can run this for one employee if I want to. I can run it for all employees if I want to. Just look at Jane Austen, and I can see that where I've ended this old vacation plan and added this new one, I still have a balance of $20.94 on her old vacation plan. I want to add it to this new balance here. So I can do that through PTO adjustments. And I'll save. and we will release. Okay, plus I also can upload a file to make my adjustments as well. Okay, so that was a quick overview of our paid time off improvements. You can have a rollover for PTO on the anniversary date or a specific date. You can have tiered PTO based on years of service. The bank ID can be up to 15 characters. You have the option to add a probationary period and how the employee should accrue or be able to take paid time off. Front loading can be combined with accrual of hours or a percentage, and a new report to view the employee's PTO balances, and the PTO adjustment has been simplified.